had the money, the charm and the friends to define a generation. But at just 21, Tara Browne's life ended in a South Kensington street. A Beatles song would turn his death into legend, but before that, a chipped tooth and a forgotten night tied his story to Paul McCartney. Born into the Guinness fortune in 1945, Tara Browne was no ordinary heir. By his 20s, he'd slipped effortlessly into swinging London, the epicentre of a cultural revolution. Here, aristocrats danced with rock stars, and Tara was the golden thread connecting both worlds. Tara moved between Soho clubs and West End ateliers like a figure in a pop art painting, and counted McCartney, Lennon, Brian Jones, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger among his companions. A doyen of swinging London and the Chelsea set, Tara opened Dandy Fashions in Kensington Mews, South Kensington, in the autumn of 1966 as a home from home for all the well-born London peacocks and as an outlet for Browne's groovy tailoring business Foster and Tara, which also serviced such stores as Granny Takes a Trip. Fast cars were more than an indulgence, they were Tara's signature. Indeed, he was learning to become a racing car mechanic at a Bayswater garage. In December 1965, Tara spent time with Paul McCartney on Merseyside. The Beatles had just come off a whirlwind year, tours, recording sessions and the release of Rubber Soul. Tara brought a dose of high society spontaneity to Paul's Christmas break. It happened quickly. On the Wirral, McCartney's moped crashed, the dark road, a sudden jolt and blood. Browne was reportedly nearby, perhaps riding alongside or ahead. The result, a split lip and a chipped front tooth, immortalised in photographs and even a Beatles video months later. The accident would necessitate the growing of a moustache to disguise the injuries, and this look would be adopted by all the band in the coming months. This was not to be Tara's last brush with adrenaline-fueled, high-speed revelry. Just after midnight on December 18, 1966, Tara drove his Lotus Elan through South Kensington at high speed. Swerving to avoid another car, he struck a parked van. The crash shattered the vehicle and his future. He died the next day, aged 21. John Lennon read the news. Browne's death became the line that haunts a day in the life. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. Lennon fused fact and poetic imagery, forever linking Tara to the Beatles' most celebrated album. Years later, Paul's chipped tooth, from that 1965 moped crash, was a key piece in a bizarre rumour, that McCartney had died and been replaced. The truth was far less dramatic, but it kept Browne's night with Paul alive in fan speculation. Tara Browne lived fast, in style, and in the company of legends. His final moments are carved into music history, his friendship with McCartney tied to a fleeting, dangerous ride on Merseyside, a footnote that speaks volumes about the 1960s glittering fragility. In the end, the Beatles gave him immortality, but before the song, there was the mop-top smile, a chipped tooth and a bloody lip, on a cold December night.